Good afternoon. My name is Robert Munden. I'm a student at the University of Texas in Arlington, a current student in the Nursing Leadership in Complex Health Systems course with the ultimate goal of completing my course workload by the end of next year and completing my master's in nursing. So today I would like to talk to you about or review with you The Mentor Leader. It's a book that was written by Tony Dungy, focusing on the secrets of building people and teams that win consistently. Tony Dungy, for those that do not know, is a leader, leading author of The Mentor Leader. He's also a former NFL coach, best known for winning the World Championship with the Indianapolis Colts in 2007, also known as the Super Bowl. And he is currently the head lead analyst for NBC's Sunday Night Football. And so there's a lot of football reference here. And you'll notice for anybody that's read this book, there's a lot of analogies that Tony Dungy has utilized in the past and personal stories, and it does encompass his roles in football. He has a reputation considered to be calm, a values-driven approach to leadership, one that prioritizes mentorship and integrity, as well as personal growth versus intimidation or control. His philosophy is simple. It focuses on developing people professionally and personally, giving him strong credibility to write about leadership and team building. And he's wrote many books. He has a co-author, Nathan Whitaker. Mr. Whitaker is also an accomplished writer, and he's a collaborator who essentially takes Tony Dungy's stories and put them into a book. He has a background in law and sports management and brings clarity to the book. Together, their experience is what share the principles rooted in the character and purpose. And the source of this comes from the preamble of the book by Mr. Dungy and Mr. Whitaker. The main goal or purpose of the book is to reshape how we think about leadership. Instead of focusing on our personal achievement or our authority, he says, let's focus on developing people. He believes true and lasting success comes from investing in others, helping team members grow in character, skill, confidence, so that they can reach their full potential. The book really focuses and teaches the most effective leaders lead through service, integrity, mentorship versus fear or control. Dungy really focuses on building strong, values-driven teams, and those teams are grounded in trust, and they share their purpose. The message is simple. It's not about personal recognition. It's about influencing and empowering others to succeed. And each chapter kind of goes through those real life experiences, reflections, and steps that readers can apply in their own organization interactions. His target audience is anyone that wants to be in a leader role, anyone that wants to make positive, lasting impacts on others. Dungy draws, as I said, from his experience as an NFL coach. He shares examples that apply to business, education, healthcare, ministry, has a strong religious belief, so through ministry and community organizations. His message resonates most with people who believe leadership's about people, not power. It speaks on who wants to build trust, strength, and team culture, and helps others grow both professionally and personally. It appeals to those, and it's my favorite really term to use right now, but servant leadership and mentorship, which really attracted me to wanting to read this book. Ultimately, it's for leaders who want to make a difference in lives than just lead and not chase short-term goals. If you're in this to be a leader for long term, it's one of those reads that you will truly enjoy, I believe. The strengths of the books, as you know, he writes about the real life experience, not theories. So people that love to, listen to those real life experiences, you can relate to them versus a theory driven book. It's grounded in lessons from his coaching career. He's calm, he's humble. Love that about leaders. He's not an intimidator or ego. Makes his message relatable, incredible. And that's the key to the book: relatable, incredible. And when you're a leader and you want to lead people, those are two key words: relatable and credible. That's what really drives the point home, I believe, in a lot of interactions when interacting with others. Another focus of the book is developing people. He emphasizes that the best leaders build trust, invest in relationships, helps others reach full potential. His people first mindset aligns modern leadership like servant leadership and emotional intelligence and mentorship. So he really draws that together. It's a practical read, easy to apply. When they quote free of jargon, you have to be careful there, obviously, because of the sports mindedness of the book, and we'll kind of talk about that in a moment about one of the weaknesses. But any reader can pick it up and read it as an easy read. And again, his focus throughout the book: integrity, selflessness. It talks about patience. Those things are timeless. Those will always be what's required of a leader. The greatest strength is probably the inspiration when it comes to leading with values, mentorship, and purpose. Shortcomings, as I said, the framework of it, you really get into NFL experiences, highly regulated fields such as healthcare. Sometimes it's tough to draw those analogies together. So it leans heavily on personal stories versus research or data. Again, healthcare, we're all about research and data, evidence-based models, things like that. That this book, it's not about that. So it's really talking about the characteristics of a great leader and not getting into the healthcare side. It's more about the leader themselves and how they can be a great leader. So if you're into the whole evidence-based, research or data-driven, it's not going to be the book for you. And then, focusing on the individual character and responsibility, there's less tension on organizational or systemic changes. Before I can change anyone else, I have to change myself. Is kind of the way I take this book. But it's motivating and, again, focusing on the integrity and the mentorship. Did it achieve its objectives? I would say so. I would say it reinforces throughout the book his practical experiences of what a mentor leader is. It focuses on trust, respect, accountability, all areas in which he's able to provide examples through his coaching experience and his Super Bowl win. It isn't backed by academic research, again, as I stated, but it strengthens its credibility based on how he's able to blend theory and practice and adopt a servant leadership mindset. And it's a clear delivery, experience-driven, focusing on integrity, humility, and mentorship. Would I recommend the book? Yes, I'd recommend the book. It's for anyone that either wants that first read about integrity, inspiration, positivity, people-focused, or in need of a reminder. Thank you.